All right, folks, welcome to Village Talk. I'm your host, Trey at Deaf Taste. And I don't have no co-host today, but I got the Village here with me. Falcon from MCU. He's playing Captain America, Brave New World. Captain America, Brave New World. They've test screened it around 100 people, and it bombed. They saying it's fucking terrible.
Well, who said it's terrible?
That's the thing. You don't know the screening audience. That's the thing. So we gotta discern how much is being put towards I'm just a fucking racist. I'm a light racist though. I'm not burning niggas in the street, but I don't want to see a nigga on TV, especially not Captain America, not my Captain America type beat.
I mean, didn't they do the same thing with Black Panther? Both of those movies?
No. When I went to see Black Panther, it was plenty niggas. I saw it twice, and it was plenty of white people in the theater. Mostly niggas. Niggas definitely showed out for Black Panther, but I seen rows of white people, you know. It was packed every time I went. That was the first 3 weeks. I went the first week and the third week. So,
and it can go two separate ways depending on who the 100 audience was. Was they, YT people or were they black people?
It was probably a bunch of white kikis.
Then you could probably maybe do a 50-50 type thing for racism. But if it was us beautiful brown skinned folks and it bombed, then it just sucked.
You know it's not all us. You know it like that was come on now, be for real. They ain't doing no test screening for just niggas. We bootleg type shit. Nah, that's what they think though. But that's what I do. Allegedly.
You gotta think if it was more you gotta really think about who was there. Mm-hmm. If it was more of the YT people or if it was more of melanated people.
But you also got to consider this. We got fucking Harrison Ford playing Red Hulk. And the rest of the cast, we got the whole, I'm assuming the Thunderbolts are in this. So that's all Black Widow family and a couple others in there. So he's just Captain America, essentially. The main plot is revolving around him, but it's a lot of other characters that's not black, So I'm going to give it a strong 5%. It's a 5% from racism. I don't know how big this test screening was, but I have to give it, that's on the low side, 10% max racism. This movie, I need this movie to be good. So I want to say 50%, but it's a high chance it's just like,
if I say something, you promise to kick me off the group.
What you got to say?
No, you promise me you won't kick me off the group.
We can never kick you for your opinion.
Out of all of the Marvel movies, like the original Marvel movies from like
2000, before MCU, pre-MCU,
yeah, I think I didn't like Black Panther.
Hey, listen,
what?
They ran out of money for the ending of Black Panther. That ending was ass. It was so bad. The CGI budget just cut off, like they ain't pay the electric bill, like your lights cut off.
Oh no.
That shit was done. That shit looked like a cartoon with their heads. It looked like I photoshopped their heads on there. That shit was terrible, that ending.
No, see, here's my thing. Maybe because I just watch Marvel for the action, for the fights. Because if you really compare the fight from like other Marvel movies to Black Panther, Black Panther trash. Their fight scenes were trash.
The fights was good up until I give them every fight up until that final fight. It was just so fucking terrible, absolutely disgusting. But Marvel in general, the stories never got good until Winter Soldier. Mm-hmm. Winter Soldier is the best MCU movie. And that's just facts.
I think the part that ticks me off the most is that there's so much stories, like so much history that they can go through. There's too much content. And it feels like they're just pulling shit out of their ass and saying, all right, y'all, here y'all go. Enjoy this movie. And some of it is like, even for DC, some of the movies I'm like, okay, I'm trying to follow and I can't because it's not from what I grew up watching or reading. mostly reading. So I don't know whether they're trying to appease to the much younger generation just for, money purposes or what's happening. But I really wish they would just stick to the original material. So that way, the older generation and, for those of us who have kids and we're like, hey, so my kid already read this comic book and they read this and they read that, we can all be on the same damn page. But that's not what's happening. I don't know if y'all notice that or not.
It feels like... My bad.
Writers, a whole bunch of different people is writing Marvel. It's not one person that wrote all these movies. It's a bunch of different people that wrote different movies. So of course the storylines aren't going to flow how they're supposed to if it was just one person in this one universe.
But they have a commander. Feige is the commander, so he need to get this together. I don't know what's been happening these last few days. Not days, years. This couple phases now. Few years now, but it seemed like the thing that kills me is like it seems like they put black people and women right at the face of some shit they don't believe in. They didn't believe in Black Widow. They didn't believe in, that's the very start. They didn't believe in Captain Marvel. They didn't believe in Miss Marvel. They didn't believe in any of these projects. They knew they was shit. So let's just put some, minorities out there to sell this. And a lot of the people, Disney keep hiring people that explicitly explain, we don't care about this. We don't care about Star Wars. You know what I mean? Type shit. So it's really weird. And I think it's ending now, but we just gonna have to see with Brave New World. Cause Deadpool
that new Captain America?
Yes. Yeah. They saying so, Cam. You're welcome. But
what's up, bro?
Apparently Brave New World just got a test screening and they saying it's doo-doo.
Damn.
This is one we need because the anti-woke crowd is going
them
niggas shouldn't be even on the screen. That's what you get for putting niggas. Like, come on now.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely get that slack right there.
Yeah, that's some bullshit.
That's kind of insane.
It's bullshit because
I was really hoping for that one to be good, especially with them teasing Red Hulk in there too. I was thinking, that might be
exactly. So the question really is, what percentage do you think is just racism of that crowd? Because it want a bunch of us in the theater. What percentage of that do you believe is just pure racism?
I would probably say just come out the fact of like people do want Steve Rogers Captain America, and that Sam's Captain America doesn't really get any respect. That I will probably say it's a 60% race standard on that one, because they're like, a lot of people are like, I'm not gonna call that motherfucker Captain America. He's not my Captain America, and things like that. But to be honest, like, you just really got to just get what happened. Steve did in the Marvel universe, in that one, he did not want to come back and be Captain America. He wanted to get old. He wanted to live a normal life, and he had his send off. So he had a pretty good send off, just like Tony Stark. So it's just like a new era in the Marvel universe that people just got to wrap their head around. We still got clutch superheroes. We still got Spider-Man. That's gonna happen. We still got Doctor Strange. We still got Bucky should be in that movie. Bucky should be in that movie.
He in the Thunderbolts, so he gonna be in this.
Yeah, he in the Thunderbolts, and we got the Thunderbolts coming out soon. So we still do have content in there. So it just depends on.
Here's the thing. I want to give it 60% racism, but the way Marvel's been going, I gave it 10% racism, bro.
10%.
It's 10% just racism, but 90% of that, this movie might actually be bad. Jay, thank you for joining us. We're talking about test screening for the new Captain America Brave New World. They are saying test screenings were piss poor. Everybody hated it. What percentage of that do you believe is racism, Jade?
I don't think it's racism. What I think it is that people got so attached to that character, it's hard for them to separate the love from the character from the actual art of the director, or not really the director, the illustrator and the artist of the person who actually made it.
Same thing.
They are, like they want to see what's his name? Steve Rogers.
Steve Rogers.
No, not Steve Rogers, the actor. they want to see him. They don't give a fuck about anybody else. That's all they want to see, and I can understand that. But what people got to understand is that he doesn't want to play that role anymore. He's done. Chris Evans. That's what he said. He said he's done with that role. Yeah, Chris Evans said, I don't want to play him anymore. I've been playing him for 10 years. I'm done. And then people are like, well, it's not Chris Evans, so it's not Captain America, because that's the Captain America we fell in love with. And I can understand that. I can. But I don't think it's racist. I just think that, one, Falcon even becoming Captain America is part of the comic books, it's part of the lore, so technically it is lore accurate, but Marvel been dropping the ball on the stuff they've been doing. Like, they don't really make good movies anymore. And if they do, it's hit or miss. You get one good movie, two terrible ones, one good one, two terrible, and it's been like that. So I feel like it probably was written poorly, and it took away from the source material. I mean, it didn't take anything. What's up?
That's pretty much what we can assume. Like, that's why I only give it 10% racism, because, but at the same time, you got to consider, what if Captain America was recast as another white man? What if they build that framework for Bucky to take the mantle of Captain America? Do you think it would be anywhere near a trash motivation for this movie? A trash
I wouldn't. It's the same thing when people was like, find a way when Chad died, when it was like, find a way to make Michael B. Jordan Killmonger Black Panther, because that's what we want to see. Like, it's close enough to the point where, yeah. And they was like, Marvel was like, no, we can't recast them. But then after like 2 or 3 years, Black people start thinking like, why can't you recast Black Panther? There's like 18 Batmans, 14 Supermans. Everybody else get recast, but why can't you recast the one character for us?
That was one of the points that kind of irritated me too, because Black Panther story ended way too quick, and they just basically missed out on a whole bunch of content with Black Panther.
T'Challa definitely should have been recast.
Yeah,
but the only character in the MCU that we've seen recast is Hulk, though.
Yeah.
At the same time, so you do gotta consider that. Like, they don't in general recast, but T'Challa should have been recast, bro.
Yeah,
it's just like, he's not a fucking Black History figure. It's a cartoon y'all made. It's a comic y'all made. You know what I mean? It just don't.
And don't get me wrong, Stanley did his thing with that one. I ain't going to hate on his work, but you are right. He's a comic book character. He can be recast. Granted, we ain't want him recasted as soon as he died. Give us like a couple years. I feel like it's been 4 years. I feel like we got it out of our system. We need to see him. We need to see that back up there. We need to see another one.
And now the only way it can be done is through the multiverse shenanigans. That's like the only way we can really get it done. And that's just not good to me. It just upsets me.
Honestly, the only way I'll even allow that is if they use the multiverse shenanigans, right? Take somebody completely athletic that sounds like him and AI generate his face and say it's multiverse, whatever.
We're past that now.
I'll let that slide because he's gone.
I think
like you couldn't do anymore.
I think we too far past that now, though, Jay. Like, it's too far. The last Black Panther movie, that's when they should have did it, but now it's too bad.
It's about over.
All right, folks. Elusive Samurai. We're here to talk about how the season went, what you felt about it, things you would change. Anybody got anything they want to say? Because season 2 was announced. It's getting another season. At this point, any anime that comes out, it's going to get a season 2 eventually. Like, we're not living in the 10s anymore, folks. We're not living in that era. Shit is going to get another season.
Yeah, Dead Man Wonderland should have got another season.
It was a good show. Like, it was well animated, extremely well animated, and it had straightforward story, you know, nothing special, nothing crazy, nothing too deep, nothing to analyze, nothing we gonna talk about for years on end. But for the time, it was probably it might have been the best that season, because last anime season was not hitting, and quote me on that, it just was not hitting. Anybody got anything to say about Elusive Samurai? All right, so Oshinoko, I know y'all be falling off shit crazy. Oshinoko was so hyped that first season. Everybody's talking about it. This season, nobody said shit. I'm sick of it. But season 3 is coming out now, and I'm still not seeing nothing about it. Get back on it. I think the Japanese stuff kind of turned people off. I get that, but so much you'll watch a whole season, you're not gonna watch the rest of any of the second season. I haven't heard a word of it, and it's disturbing. All right, now this is one of my favorites. Mission Yazakuro Family. If you don't know about this, get hip. All right, so classmate basically gets some shit, assassins after him. Girl in this class, like, you should marry me type beat. He's like, no, I'm not doing that. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not gonna marry. Yeah, if you marry me, my family can protect you. What's her family? Assassins as well. Top dog assassins. Absolute peak comedy. Mission Yazakuro Family season 2 is officially announced. No release date on that, but they working on it. If you have not seen Mission Yazakuro Family, please watch that. Anybody got anything to say about that? Gumdrop, you seen that? Jade, you seen that? Cam, you seen that?
I've heard of it, but I haven't started it yet. I'm still catching up on all the rest of my shows. I am like severely behind on everything.
It's one.
Yeah, you just put me on. I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all have to watch that. Like, if you, it's as shown in the show.
And it's added to my watch list already. So I have to. I'll probably like start. What's the word? I gotta stop drinking. I can't think when I drink.
You gotta start watching. But yeah, it's kind of a reverse harem almost. It's really good. I enjoy it.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, y'all just put me on to Elusive Samurai.
Yeah.
You gotta watch that, and you gotta watch Mission Yazakuro Family. That's one that's really slept on. Elusive Samurai, you should have knew about that. But then we got final season of My Hero Academia is releasing in 2025. Clap that up. I gotta finish that last season. I read the manga.
I didn't even finish this season.
Yeah, I gotta finish this season too, but I read the manga. I know what happens. Yeah, the manga is over.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so finish that season up. The next season will be the last. The end. So clap that up. All right. Next piece of news. Y'all don't read manga like they don't be reading manga. Listen, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Steel Ball Run by you know who, Araki. It's coming in summer 2025. Part 7. How many parts is Steel Ball Run? Does anybody, Jay, you know? Say on, you know? This is part 7. Part 7.
I'm not enlightened. That's crazy. I'm still on part 4.
Sendo not even here. He fired. Somebody gotta tell me. Jesus. Part 7.
That's the best part.
That's the best part.
That's the best part for real.
How you feel about part 5?
Part 7, in my opinion, part 7, part 5, and part 2 are top 3, whatever order you want to put them in.
I feel like you just saying shit.
Huh?
I don't know, bro. I can't.
I'm dead ass. 7, 5, 2, top 3, whatever order you want to put them in. But 7.
What's the plot point of part 2?
Part 2 with Joseph.
Part 2, Joseph.
That's enough. That's it.
And the Pyramid Men.
That's enough. That's enough. It was a vampire named Neo. Shut up. That's enough.
That's part 1.
Part 1, yeah.
Part 2 is the Pillarmen.
Yeah.
Good Google.
And then part 3 is Jotaro.
Good Googles, folks. And as you see, folks, our phones is working over here. Now, anyway, back to Uzumaki. Let's talk about Uzumaki for a second. First of all, we watched the first 2 episodes. Hilariously bad. Fucking hilariously. At this point, it's not they can't adapt his work. It's that the work is goofy as fuck. The end. It's just that goofy. We seen the Junji Ito collection. We're watching Uzumaki. See, episode 2 had us choking. I was literally crying in tears during that hair fight.
That was bad.
But listen, an executive producer is saying The quality is because they got screwed over during production. They could either not finish it, air nothing, and call it a loss, or just finish it and leave the animation incomplete. How much of that do y'all believe is true?
I actually believe it. Like, as you know,
It
it's
looks
just like
pretty bad. I might gotta believe
yeah,
it.
because no way they performed that well in episode 1 and then episode 2 come out and they're just like, it just flopped. Like, it's just that's like kind of crazy. Like, I mean,
When you say perform well in episode 2, I'm
no.
still lost.
Episode 1 performed great.
Episode
1, 2 was bad.
Episode 1 was just as bad as episode 2. There, I said it.
I like that.
I was
like
just
that
giving it
episode
way.
1.
I was giving it way more grace in episode 1 and 2. Extremely more. More amount.
I mean, there's other issues besides the animation. I believe the animation. I believe that the animation was rushed, and it's been 5-ish years in the making, I think. So I can understand if
Insane.
I can understand if, as the guy in charge, you hear, hey, this whole thing is getting scrapped, and you have a choice to make, like, hey, we worked on this for 5 years. We either put out nothing, we put out 1 episode, or we put out this bullshit just so that the fans have something. I can understand that's a hard impasse. But it's not just the animation.
Of course not. I just told you it won't.
There's pacing issues. A lot of storylines are being rushed, like just sped through.
That first episode, I'm sorry to cut you off again, but that first episode felt like shit was just happening back to back. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is going on now. That's going on now. But
if you add on top of that just the overall nature of Junji's works, so they're not like your standard stories. They're gonna be somewhat goofy if you're looking at them from just like a normal, if you're not expecting that type of work. It is somewhat goofy, and it is tough to adapt that type of horror to animation. But
that's what they say.
I believe it. I believe it's tough to adapt, but at the same time, there's other issues that could have been addressed. I think pacing is a big thing.
Talk about the plot.
Especially when it comes to horror. If you're speeding through shit, it's not gonna feel scary.
You're not gonna address this plot. You know that was the goofiest shit you ever seen, bruh.
The plot is goofy. It's supposed to be. That's whatever.
No, you dancing around.
What do you want?
You are listen, we not cutting y'all Ito fans no slack. That shit is ass, bruh. We saw the collection. We watched the entire Junji Ito collection, bruh. Every episode was dumb as fuck. You read the manga, it's because it is dumb as fuck. They not doing nothing different. Y'all can't point out a single point at any of these anime adaptations where they deviated from the manga. The manga's goofy as fuck. Y'all are pretentious dickheads trying to act like you know what the fuck is good. It's not, bro. It's just not. It's creative, it's creepy, all that, yes. It's a couple stories I love, but no, it's just not fucking good. It's goofy as fuck. This is one of the goofiest, Uzumaki. Absolutely. There, I said it. Anybody else got anything to say about Uzumaki episode 2?
It was bad.
Thank you.
Pack it up.
He just said it. Thank you. On to next news. All right, this one has me in a kerfuffle. Absolute malarkey. Pure poppycock, if you would say. Aaron Pierre has been cast as Jon Stewart. If y'all look in chat, this is what we're looking at. And that's not what got me fucked up. What has me fucked up is people have the nerve to say he's not dark enough to play Jon Stewart, as if this man is that dark skinned. Jon Stewart not even that dark. He might be a half a shade lighter. It's so stupid. It's so colorist. I say shadist. I was saying shadist before colorist came out. I swear to God. But yeah, like he's like half. He literally looks like him. If I post it side by side, I posted it in group, but them side by side. This nigga has all the features. All of this looks like cartoon Jon Stewart from JLM. And they saying he's not dark enough. This is why Drake said, you act like you trying to get the slaves free. This is the same. It's the same. You know what I mean? Like he mixed or something. He not even mixed. Aaron Pierre, cut him some slack. Nobody got nothing to say.
People are just complaining over. They're just complaining over nothing because I said this before in our group where I'm like, y'all will literally complain about how y'all want something. You finally get the thing that you've been asking for and it's not good enough. Up to this point, no one's going to give you anything else because for what? You're just going to pick it apart and complain about it. And there's nothing wrong with it.
I've never watched.
Find fault in the shit that I'm looking at, but there's no fault in it. I'm like, he looks pretty decent to me to play a Green Lantern.
He literally got green eyes.
I was gonna say, I've never watched anything with a black person and thought, damn, this would be way better if this person was a darker skin.
Oh like my God. Here's the big problem. Here's the big problem. He probably still gonna be a background character. It's still two other lanterns, and both of those are white lanterns. Canonically white lanterns. They not gonna make one of them Asian, I doubt it. We already hit our DEI quota. We got Jon Stewart. I'm just saying. Am I lying?
And he's a good actor. I don't get what the...
He's a great actor.
You can't say it's because of...
what's his name? I'm looking at the last show that he played in. His name is not Nolan, but it's his character's name. Dude from Firefly. Supercell? Is he going to be playing as one of the Green Lanterns too?
You talking about Firestorm from Heroes of Tomorrow?
No.
I think that wasn't him, was it?
I'm thinking of the last two shows that this
Supercell.
Played in. He was in
Supercell.
No, he was in...
He was in Supercell.
Not this guy, not the black dude, not him.
Aaron Pierce won't in Supercell? I thought that's where he from. This guy.
Yo, no.
Aaron Pierce, he not from Supercell?
He was in a Netflix movie, Rebel Ridge.
Oh, yeah, I hear that was ass.
No, it wasn't ass. It just wasn't as good as people were making it out to be. Mainly because you know what my problem with that movie was? He wasn't dark enough in the movie.
As simple as that. Like, that's how y'all say. How was the movie? Nigga won't dark enough. Stop it. Bruh. This nigga looks like Jon Stewart. He looks like him, bruh. How many actors like you know
already got Green Lantern powers?
And nigga has green eyes. But aside from the green eyes, though, he really got like the same lines this cartoon drawing has. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like he really looked like that nigga. The end. Next up, all right. I think we talked about this last episode, but Velma has officially been canceled. No more Velma. Y'all hate watching Stopped. I appreciate it. Cause why were y'all making it get a season 2? Y'all gotta stop that shit. If you don't like something, don't watch it. Don't buy it type beat. Same thing with video games. Just don't do it. It's canceled. Anybody got anything to say in defense of season 2 of Velma?
No.
Of course not. But let you say it was garbage in group. That's your ass.
That was the greatest animated show of all time. I don't know what y'all talking. No, I'm joking.
The greatest American animation. Here's some news for your ass though. The Henry Cavill, he working on that Warhammer show too. They fucking it up, but now they talking about Henry Cavill being cast in the live action Voltron, my boy. What? Power Rangers? What you got to say about it? BG?
I'm not against it in any way, shape, or form because we all know he's a fucking gamer. You know he likes his comic books and shit. So I feel like
he's not playing.
I feel like it's gonna be just as good as The Witcher, if not better, because they fucked up The Witcher. That's horribly.
We ain't got to talk about that.
Yeah, no, I'm satisfied. I think it's gonna turn out great. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it personally because I feel like it's going to be the mature Power Rangers they will never give us. They never going to make Power Rangers rated T. All right, Voltron, that's anime, nigga. Essentially Power Rangers, and we gonna see some fucking shit. It's gonna be blood and sex and vaginas and dicks and titties. All right, let me calm down. People laugh. All right, my bad.
I don't know about all that, but
nah, it's gonna be. I hope it's rated R. It's gonna be PG-13 most likely, but it's gonna be some serious bloodshed going on.
Yeah, I hope it's
DBZ levels at least.
I hope it's somewhat accurate. I know Voltron, they take a lot of liberties.
Do you love the Voltron story though? Can we start there? Like,
well,
you was there in the 80s.
Actually, Voltron is technically an American product.
Here we go. So is Power Rangers. So is Power Rangers.
It got the Power Rangers treatment. So the anime is called Go Lion, which just means 5 lions, which is why it's a 5 lion mech. But Voltron is what they called it when they brought it stateside.
Yeah.
And the anime was too gruesome. It was too dark to be marketed to children.
Already sold.
Which is why they, they wanted to market it to children to sell toys. So it was too dark. They took a lot of liberties. Characters didn't die. So they did things where they like moved the episode order around so characters would be alive later in the scene or later in the show. Just played Frankenstein with the series. They even added another mech anime to Voltron called Bismarck, which is a completely different series.
Really?
Separate from Go Lion. They added it as the sequel to Voltron. So Voltron kind of took on a life of its own here stateside. So I'm interested in seeing how much they adapt from the American Voltron and from the original Go Lion storyline.
Henry, my bad. Go ahead.
I am hoping to see a more mature take on the series. Knowing Henry, they're probably going to tap into that Go Lion storyline, which would be great.
It's no way he's just gonna let him do just the American, everybody knows American cartoon version. It's no way. The way he did for Witcher and he constantly fighting for Warhammer. No, it's no way. Voltron is gonna be. That's the one they caved on. That's probably coming straight to Netflix. Like, all right, we'll do it for you. Blood and gore, Voltron. Get ready for this shit. I'm hyped. I am excited, folks. And I feel like you should be too. This is gonna be one of the ones. And last but not least, that Voltron not the only one, Fallout not the only one. We have 40 video game, movie, and TV adaptations coming up, folks. Let me run off the list. Alan Wake. Anybody got anything to say about Alan Wake? Let me tell you about it. It's great. Spirit detective, essentially. Yu Yu Hakusho, except you don't get powers. Then we got Control. That's you in the CIA, but you get psychonetic powers. Ghost of Tsushima, Game of the Year. Got robbed if it didn't win that. Movie? Yeah, it's getting a movie or TV show.
Whoa.
This one is tickling my giblets. Right here, Mega Man. I can't wait to see what they do with that, bruh.
I swear,
Sega been on the road.
I swear, if they advertise some bullshit for Mega Man, I will pull a Sonic the Hedgehog movie and bully the studio into fix Mega Man.
They know better.
Probably my favorite video game franchise. Period. So
you ain't even played Mega Man X.
I need an accurate adaptation.
I'm too hyped for Mega Man, honestly. I'm calm right now, but nah, they really making a fucking Mega Man something. Last of Us, y'all gonna be the fans are gonna be mad if you didn't play the game. Tomb Raider is out now. We gonna watch that Sunday. We're gonna be watching that Sunday. I think the whole season dropped. We're not gonna watch the whole season, but Tomb Raider, yeah, we gonna watch something. Death Stranding in the movie. Walking, I can't wait to see niggas walking. Now, this is mine. This, I am extremely excited to see how I heard it was Amazon got the rights to it. They ready to do it. BioShock. If you have not played BioShock, it came out on fucking 360. All of them. From 1, 2 to Infinite. Infinite, probably, I love Infinite, but 2 is probably my favorite. But Infinite was so good, it just changed the game. That's coming out. It's going to be fire. Mortal Kombat 2, get the fuck out of here. Sonic 3, a banger. We already know. We already seen the trailer. This one confusing me. This is a who asked for this. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Did y'all see that first one? Like, I had no idea it was that many Five Nights at Freddy's restaurants.
The kids love that shit.
Kids like streamers that play that shit. Do they actually like the lore?
Yeah. I mean, you be my nephews be, man.
You right. He's right, folks.
They be in the lower bag talking about that shit.
But this is the banger right here. God of War. No word on who's working on that, but those first 3 God of War games are absolutely goated. And I ain't gonna talk too much, but goated series. All right, it's just a goated series. Mario Bros 2 coming out. A Metal Gear movie. That was a movie by itself when you was playing it, but Fallout Season 2, we knew that was coming. But this is another shocker. Legend of Zelda. The Legend of Zelda, aka The Adventures of Link. Until Dawn, stop it. Gears of War? Duke Nukem. I'm actually kind of excited. Detective Pikachu 2. Okay, we got Days Gone. I think, all right, now I think this list is a lie once they said Days Gone. Okay, this is not confirmed. This might be all facade. Sendo might have set us up again, because there's no way Days Gone is getting a whole movie / show, bro. I know PlayStation make games that's geared towards that, but it's no fucking way. But we still got Gears of War. I already said that. Street Fighter, allegedly, I heard that from somebody else. Return to Silent Hill. Silent Hill got 2 movies. They got 2 whole movies. These fit live action movies. Minecraft the movie, we seen the trailer for this. Okay, this is one. Has anybody played this banger? It's called Gravity Rush. It's so fire. You control gravity essentially, but you use it like you flying, and the world is set up everywhere, so you just, but you be falling. Like the way you fly is to fall, so you like, that shit is so fire. Like a Dragon, we all know that's coming. Pac-Man movie. What the fuck is that gonna be about? Any ideas on what the Pac-Man movie is gonna be about?
I'm assuming there's gonna be dots, some waka waka wakas,
Fozzie,
fruit, maybe some ghosts, something. I think those 4 elements are gonna be, you know,
makes sense.
Some stuff is getting eaten.
As long as those 4 is there, you good. Then we got Sniper Elite. Stray, if y'all remember that cat game came out a couple years ago, critically acclaimed. Arcane Season 2. Yes. Assassin's Creed show or movie. That last movie sank. Damn. But we'll see what it's about. Again, Warhammer 40K. Now this one surprised me. Devil May Cry. That's long overdue. Y'all made everything before Devil. How the fuck? Come on now.
We got 17 Resident Evil before Devil May Cry.
Like, be for real.
Come on, Capcom.
When 5 come out? 2016 or something like that?
Yeah. That shit, I mean, ridiculous. That shit right itself. You ain't even you don't need a plot. Just had a nigga fighting a bunch of demons. Just had a nigga fighting a bunch of demons and it's gonna do $1 billion.
Are we tripping? Are we sick? Like, over the course of that lifespan, niggas sold 50 million copies, something crazy. Life is Strange getting that out of him. All right, whatever.
Really?
I mean, I know y'all love it. I don't personally love it, but yeah, Life is Strange. We get it. We might see that. But this is the serious, real deal banker. Mass Effect TV or show. movie or show coming out. Mass Effect. The effect is massive. Do y'all not hear what I'm saying? Did y'all not play Mass Effect? Mass Effect invented good gameplay with good story. They invented good story, honestly. They might have invented good story, bro. This is the Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. It's such a perfect trilogy. Like the same way niggas talk about Lord of the Rings 3 movies, that's Mass Effect. If you've never played Mass Effect, you can probably get all of those for fucking $20 on Steam or something. I don't know what it is on console, but can't wait for that, dog. Cannot wait for that. That's gonna have at least a Fallout. Same way Fallout show got. I need Mass Effect double. Mass Effect gotta be double. Let's go. Then we got the Sims. SIMs.
Why are they doing a Sims movie?
Don't.
Y'all love
I feel like the Sims movie is going to be a very AI-esque movie where it's just I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just going to be like AI wrote it. It's going to be like Ryan
the Barbie
Reynolds.
movie. The Barbie movie
Reynolds
was hilarious though.
It's probably going to be
It's gonna be Ryan Reynolds, Margot Robbie,
And the Sims movie?
Yeah, in the Sims movie, they getting all the goofy. Will Ferrell definitely gonna be in there, and other boy from Step Brothers. They gonna be in there.
Where you get this information from?
Again, this is a list of rumors, but allegedly they are in the development. So we got more. That won't it.
Yes, because what happened is they stopped making Sims 5 to focus on Sims 4 and dropped the movie and a bunch of other books.
You mad? Nah. Let me finish this off. This is the last row. We got Uncharted 2. Nobody saw the first one. That's crazy. But this is a banger. Sifu. If you ain't played Sifu, of course it's just Kung Fu. That's just destined to be a good movie. Like, that's just destined to be good. And then finally and last, Watch Dogs. If you ain't played Watch Dogs 2, bruh, I'm hyped for that, baby. Like, Watch Dogs is such a good, the second one is such a good, like, anybody can be recruited. It's basically like human people CIA. Anybody can be recruited and just given tech to turn shit off. It's absolutely fire.